folks, Andy here from McDowall Manor. So look at this, what we've got here is a little kit that I picked up from one of our big name hardware chains over here in Aussie. It's a mushroom kit. So I'll be very excited to have a crack at this little fella. And now that it's turning to winter over here, we should be able to have a bit of a good go at it. So the first thing you do is you check whether your fungus spores, they call it something fancy, I'll tell you in a minute, have gone frosty is the word they use. Look to see if there's a frosting. So I'll open her up and give you a look, and we'll have a look to see if there is indeed such a frosting. Okay, so you get some instructions which are over here, and then you get these two bags. Now there's one bag, here's the other bag. So what the instructions say, folks, remove the plastic bag of casings, put it in the box for later use. Okay, which one's the bag of casing, guys? That'd be nice to know, thanks very much. Have a look at the compost. Does it have a frosting? Now I'm presuming that this bloke here is the compost. Now it seems to me, you probably can't really see, but it looks like it does have a frosting indeed. Bit of a bugger when you've got all that bloody glare. I don't know how. Oh, there you go, look. But that looks like a frosting in there. So I've got my hand shadow brought over to stop the glare. And you can see it does in fact look like there is a frosting. So let's presume it's ready, shall we? And we'll see what it says to do now. Alright, we've got a frosting, we hope. Either that or it's going to be a complete bugger up. Yeah, we'll have to try something else. But let's give it a crack, eh? I've opened up the bag. And yeah, that looks like a frosting to me. The other side's probably a bit more frosting-ish. Good word, Andy, good word, frosting-ish. So there you go. So we're going to put that in the foam box. We're going to pour these fellas over here, over top of that. And then we're going to put the box in a cupboard where hopefully it's cool and it gets some air but no direct sun. And I'll periodically take some video, and maybe in 10 years time you'll get to see how it works. The instructions reckon that it's between you get some action after 1 week and you should be harvesting after a month. So you should be able to get we'll get some more news hopefully in the not too distant future, folks. Here we go. So there's our frosted compost in the box, and I'm about to add said casings. Don't know what the hell casings are. They look pretty much like some sort of what I'd really call compost, because this stuff you can see is pretty bloody organic, like it's well, mostly wood by the look of it, ground up wood, which is kind of interesting because I know oyster mushrooms and shiitake tend to grow on wood. So maybe these button mushrooms are the same deal and you just pour a bit of dirt over top. Don't know. No doubt it'll become obvious. So I'm about to pour the casings on top. So there's those casings poured on top. Certainly got the smell and the feel of a really light, loose organic soil. So maybe that's what casings is. You can see quite a bit of shine there. I think what that is actually finely chopped up perlite would be my guess, to sort of give it some water retention. Wouldn't be 100% sure, of course, I'm just having a guess. But yeah, very interesting. So the other thing that I'm surprised about is you don't put the lid back on. It says to leave it open. But we'll give it a spray. It says mist it lightly, don't make it wet. Just give it a light mist. So we'll do that, and then I'll pop it in a cupboard. So until something happens, that's it for tonight, folks. Hopefully this will be a lot more exciting if we get to see some mushrooms come up. We're about 2 weeks in now, and as you can see, we've got some mushroom action happening. Not a lot of mushroom action, but that's okay. I think what slowed me down was I made the mistake of taking the first packet of compost with mycelium out. There you can see some mycelium there, and you can see there's a heap over there. So I'm actually fairly, there you go, I've turned the light on. I'm fairly confident, oh look at that, you can see it everywhere, that we'll get a heap more out of this. And as you can see, there's a little mushroom starting to poke through there. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a success, folks, which is good news for me. Certainly it's pretty simple, you know, I hid it out the back under the water tanks in the end. And still every day I give it a little spray with my handy dandy spray bottle. And I'm expecting a whole bunch more mushrooms to come, so I'll have to have a little debate about whether or not I should post this now, that it's proof that it does actually work, or whether or not I should wait till I've filmed the other mushrooms that invariably will come. Knowing the fact that I'm an impatient bugger, I suspect it'll be the first one and I'll put it up.